All right, so we're back to do another video. This is my first video, I think, on this series since Donovan Mitchell was traded to the Cavs. Um, Obviously, I did a series where he was on the Knicks, and yeah, I wanted him on the Knicks, but not at the price that Mr. Ainge, and I use Mr. loosely, wanted him at. It was just not going to happen. I think it makes sense more for Cleveland because I think Donovan puts them in a higher echelon now. I do think that they're top five now in the East somewhere, maybe top six. And so that vaults them into that ability to fight, And if that's what the team wants, they want to build and they want to fight for the first round loss. That's on them. But for the Knicks to push all your chips to the front just did not make sense to me. Somebody said something. I can't remember if it was somebody on ESPN. I think it was somebody on ESPN that basically it not making the trade showed that Donovan Mitchell was a want and not a need, and that's a very important distinction to have. Is that yeah, you would like to have him, but you don't need him to compete for a championship this year. Donovan on the Knicks puts them where 7, 6 maybe. I mean, are they beating the Giannis's of the world? Are they beating the Celtics? I mean, I just it's hard for me to see that, especially at the amount of players and rotation pieces that you would have to give up. Nah, I mean, it would have been great to have him, but I think the front office made the right call. And Knicks Fan TV, big fan of the show by the way, did a poll, and 72% of Knicks fans were not upset that the trade was not made, and they were happy with the front office. So before anybody panics, paging Mr. Dolan. I think Leon Rose did a really tough business deal and said, you know what, we're not going to do that, and that's cool. Because what's going to happen now is, with the caveat that if you were so high on these young players that you did not want to part with too many of them, I think you need to play them like minutes now. There's no Alec Burks, there's no Kemba Walker, there's no Nerlens Noel, and not only that, I would strongly urge the Knicks front office to look to move Evan Fournier, to move Julius Randle, any Derrick Rose, any veteran that's going to get in the way of minutes for the young guys needs to go, because now this year should be about evaluating who you have, raising their trade value hopefully, and then potentially either moving with them forward or putting them in a deal at an elevated position for a superstar down the road, Devin Booker, Karl Anthony Towns, someone that may not be happy in the next year or two. We don't know what's going to happen. So in preparation for that, they need to play these young guys and see what they have and show the NBA what they have so that we can move them or do anything else. But anyway, we're going to continue on with the KD series. Today, we are going to put him on the Heat. This deal specifically would be for Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero. So their depth is pretty compromised. So it'd be interesting to see how they play with KD. We are going to go against. I was thinking about the Cavs. You know what? Let's just check out the Cavs. Oh no, not the Celtics. Oh no, where are you? There you go. So this has been an interesting series. KD has fit really well with the Suns. I think the Raptors okay. The Celtics not so much. So this series has been a very interesting one because again, if you go back into what I said in the previous series, I said that KD and the Nets are putting on a front, and they will look to move him either by the trade deadline or by January when more players are eligible to be traded, or potentially if the floor bottoms out and they have a lot of injuries and they go through a lot of drama again, they're going to revisit the trade. So this series, this KD series, is looking at potential teams that he may go to, and now we're on the Heat.
sometimes familiarity breeds contempt, and that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
Here's Durant. Here's Dedmon.
Why would you hold the ball, bro?
And typically
just throw it up.
Touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure
Max Strauss. I've been a big fan of his, a G League pickup, and I think I give credit where credit is due. And Pat Riley is very good at finding talent that fits with the vibe of the team.
Back to Butler.
And Strauss is a part of that.
Shot from free throw range. Shots good.
Oh wow! I gave him 2 shots in a row. It's weird not seeing Bam Adebayo there. And again, making this trade for Adebayo, the Nets would have to move Ben Simmons because they're both on rookie extension. A weird provision in the CBA. Doesn't let you have 2 of those type of players. So, yeah, in this situation, in this universe, either the rule doesn't exist or they've traded Ben Simmons somewhere else to be able to accommodate the trade. KD is really, like, out of anybody in this game, is really, really hard to, I want to say, like, the hardest person to guard because you cannot block him. His shot is so smooth and easy.
Kicks to Okoro. Now the pass to Mobley. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. The Heat have gone to
the Heat ran out of gas.
Here's Butler. And there's another
wow. And lost against the Celtics. I think it was 7 games, I want to say, maybe 6. But there was quite the struggle. Kyle Lowry could not get healthy.
Now here's Durant. Off target from
oh man, that felt
range.
good.
Okoro with it. Lowry picks him up.
And can I say that Kyle Lowry is tired of saying that he has a donk? Please do not say that he has a donk. He doesn't appreciate it. Although he does. I'm gonna get crap for this. But yeah. They actually asked him, and he gets super annoyed when people say he has a donk. What man has to be harassed about the size of their butt? It's so funny.
Extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Strauss hit a few game-winning shots.
Back to Durant.
I actually saw Durant, I think, playing in the summer with a bunch of players, and he dominated as always. He's just a hooper. I think that's why he wanted to solve the awkwardness. He knew the trade was not going to happen. And so he just likes the ball, man. KD will be playing at 70 years old, shooting up shots in the senior home, just keeping his shot warm. Like, that's all he knows. They've actually shown a few times where he doesn't even, like, brush his hair. He doesn't put lotion on. Like, everything he knows is about basketball, and everything else he fails at. It's kind of like Sheldon in The Big Bang Theory, that all he knows is physics and doesn't know the human condition. So KD is like that. He's a basketball savant. He just breathes it, studies it. He's learning like human emotions little by little. But you can definitely tell he's a little slow when it comes to other things. He takes everything so personal. I'm like, bruh, you're rich and famous. Like, why do you care what trolls or what, like he clapped back at Patrick Beverley for saying that that KD held up all the other trades, which he did. But so what? KD's figuring out his life. Why do you have to respond back to Patrick Beverley? Like, I didn't understand that. Even Patrick Beverley was like, but it's the truth. Like, which it was. I mean, Pat Bev, I guess, didn't have to say anything, but oh my goodness. It's just, I don't know. KD is very much Drake and is always in his feelings.
pass to LeVert. Over Robinson. And too long on the
Yeah,
shot.
in this scenario, Robinson definitely is going to be out the doghouse.
Outside, KD driving the lane. It's good.
Oh, that's a tough shot. Wasn't trying to shoot such an awkward shot, but.
And it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers.
And speaking in terms of the Cavs with Donovan Mitchell, I definitely think this is not a play-in tournament team. And I said last year that, or in a previous series with Ochai Abaji, give me that.
Good aggression from KD on D. Hustling to get a hand on the shot.
Got him.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
They've been a step slow here.
I don't remember where my mind was going.
Here's Osman.
Oh, that the Cavs, the only reason that they were in the lottery, they were the last team in the lottery, number 14. And the only reason they were in the lottery was because of injuries. They had some terrible, and they started out really, really hot. And I was so confused why they were so hot because I kind of mocked them because they had something like 6-7 footers on their team. I don't remember a team that last had so many 7-footers on their team. Victor's looking for a comeback. He has had 4, maybe 5 years in a row of just injury after injury after injury. Let's see if he can stay healthy. He's been training with Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook looks like he potentially may be given the John Wall treatment and just told to stay home and collect your $47 million because of the distraction that he would bring to the Lakers. And I don't think it's his fault, man. Like, I'm not a fan of him on my team. I wouldn't want him on my team. But at the same time, LeBron and AD pushed for him to be there. He pushed it himself as well, but oh, well, that was not smart. But I don't know. I think he's gotten so much venom thrown his way from Laker fans. And, you know, they pay their tickets. They have a right to hate players that are not playing well, but I don't know. I just feel like in the right situation, he would be playing a lot better. I thought the second half of the season with the Wizards, he really put them on his back and really carried them. And Beal was the perfect complement because Beal doesn't need the ball to be successful. He can do Clay and just get a few dribbles and shoot it right away. And, you know, Westbrook could have kept the ball. So Westbrook is going. Got him. Oh, Westbrook's been on what, 4 teams in 4 years. So he had an issue in Houston, and I mean James Harden also had an issue. James Harden has an issue with everybody. OKC, Washington, LA. He's just had a very complicated career. You know, first player since Oscar Robertson to win the triple-double crown. I mean, well, to average a triple-double, I'm thinking of baseball, to average a triple-double for a whole season. And he did it like 3 out of 4 seasons. He's been known as a stat chaser. And they said that he destroyed the relationship with KD and OKC. But as you can see with Kevin Durant's history himself, he's no angel. He also has a kind of a toxic personality when it comes to teammates. But going back to Russell Westbrook, I don't know. I just feel like he has just been maligned too easily. You know? I don't know. He's a Hall of Fame player. He can't shoot. But Dennis Rodman couldn't shoot and he's a Hall of Fame player. Draymond Green can't shoot and he's a Hall of Fame player. And Ben Simmons can't shoot. He's not a Hall of Fame player yet, but he has all the ability in the world to get there. But we definitely gotta like pump the brakes with the slander against Westbrook. Give me that.
Martin kicks to Butler. Back to Martin. And it's sent back.
Yeah, I'm kind of like not paying attention in a way.
And with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker.
And this
6
team
on the
is going to be
shot clock.
small. They're going to get
Here's
bodied
Butler.
down low.
The jumper's good
They're going to get
inside 6
bodied.
feet. Butler's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few
Yeah, their
times.
team is really, really small with Garland and Mitchell.
And really hard to
And
find
that's what I was
more
worried about with
intense
Mitchell on the
players
Knicks,
than Jimmy
was the size with Brunson. I don't mind the size if they're tenacious defenders.
Ultimate competitors in
Like,
the league.
Rondo's undersized, but he's ferocious. So is Pat Bev.
And he just has that effortless
Mitchell
knack for
is
getting
just
inside.
not a dog. He's kind of been known, as Ole.
Here's Strus, covered by Mitchell. Here's Dedmon.
So we'll see how it works with the Cavs.
Butler goes in. Yes, that goes in. He's got 8. And with Butler,
Jimmy
this is
Butler
easy,
is just
Greg. It's a
It's
perfect
just
fit
you
for
can set your
him.
time to him, man.
Yeah, it can rub some players
He
the wrong
just-
way, but it goes hand in hand
If you're not
with the culture
100% with him on both ends of the court, he's going to make your life a living hell.
Allen finds Garland.
And you can ask Andrew Wiggins about that. You can ask Tobias Harris about that in Philly. He is. I remember when on The Last Dance, Michael Jordan talked about, and then he got emotional talking about how he pushed his teammates to be better. And one. And I think Jimmy Butler has that specific intangible of
like a charm.
pushing his teammates to the point of making them sick and want to punch him in the face, and pushing everybody to be better. He doesn't care about friendships, man. He's out there to win. Like, how refreshing is that? I don't care about nothing else but winning. You know, if more players did that, we would have a more competitive NBA.
2015 to 2018, there have been some lean years lately for the Cavaliers. Over the last 3 seasons, they've only won a couple more games than they
that
did
felt
in a
so
single
good,
season,
yet
the title
it went
season
so
of
bad.
2016. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff says the losing is tough on everybody. But
Yeah, they're gonna get bullied around.
ahead.
Give me that.
Back to you.
What do they say, DA? The journey is the reward.
I'm taking
Thanks.
great pleasure in just bashing their
Okoro
brains
with
in,
it, and it's Martin picking him up.
even though it's not with the Knicks.
Okoro shot is off.
I mean, the Cavs didn't do anything, but I'm not gonna root for them. Oh,
And it's all adding up. Looking to make plays for
that felt
others.
good.
We've seen this from him all night. There's been
I'm
an
seeing
emphasis on
cuts a little
ball
bit faster
movement.
since I
He's
started
been
playing
a
this
major
series.
catalyst.
You got
Mitchell
10
looking
points.
it over. And it's blocked.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Dedmon passes to Strus.
The Heat play really hard, man. This team is just
It's Martin on
gonna
the
be
wing.
in your
To
chest.
Strus.
If you're not ready for them, or if you take a day off,
Here's Lowry. The shot's
they're just gonna beat you over the head. They don't take. They practice with knee pads on, man. Do you know what that is? They practice with knee pads. That's old school Riley, man. They check your body fat. If you had a weekend and you went out and had fried chicken, it's gonna show up. They check it once a week, once every 2 weeks. They check everything. They're obsessed down there, and it is not Heat culture. And coming from one of my first teams that I remember growing up was Pat Riley and the Knicks. They were fist fights, man. Anthony Mason, Oakley, Xavier McDaniel, like Pat, John Starks. It was brutal. It was Darwinian. It was kill or be killed. And that is the culture that he's developed in Miami. So it's not for everybody. It's not Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish is not going to function well down in Miami. He's just not. You can just tell. Like, it is, you have to eat, sleep, drink ball, man. You got to be a hooper all the time. And that's why he loves G League players, because they want to make it, man. G League players want to make it. They'll break their arm diving into the stand. They don't care. They want it.
high, arcing shot.
Give me that.
Dedmon with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon, hard to get
Oh.
a shot over that.
And that's something that has to be considered with KD going there.
And with the success
KD is obviously a
they
hooper, but
they're right where you'd
can he
expect
deal
them
with
to
the
be,
intensity?
firmly in the driver's seat.
Down low.
I was about to shoot it with him. I can't remember if Deadman.
It's over Rubio. Durant, no good.
Felt good. That's like probably one of the only players, him and LeBron, or maybe Dirk, if I'm doing a classic game, where I don't mind shooting over somebody like that instead of having to go to the paint.
Kicks it out to Love. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Oladipo needs to reclaim his career, man. He's lost so much money because of injuries.
Drives to the hoop. Vincent.
I wasn't trying to do. Oh!
The pass to Dedmon.
I never get offensive rebounds. I can see why Robinson. This is why I respect the Heat so much, despite hating them.
4 on the shot clock.
They sat
And it's off the back.
Duncan Robinson after paying him 4 years,
But his teammates have
80 million or 70 million, something like that,
Rubio finds Love.
because he just was not doing it. They're not doing that with the Knicks. They're absolute cowards. No matter how bad Julius plays or Evan Fournier plays, they're just not making that decision because they don't want to get destroyed by the media. But why did you sign him if you were going to bench him? What
Here's Vincent, covered by Rubio.
should we have somebody else
Screen on Rubio. Durant at the
that we should
elbow.
consider for the front office? Like, everything is second guessed in New York. Everything is Monday morning quarterbacking is a pastime here, and they capitulate too much to the media. Like, the media needs to be ignored, and I kind of like that Leon Rose has not been talking to the media, because
There's the rebound by Dedmon.
I don't need to hear from the front office. I need to see what they're doing.
Outside, KD. Oladipo outside.
You know, I want to see your actions. I don't care that you're available for a presser. What do I care? That's all made up. Stephen A. Smith and a whole bunch of media personalities give that fake outrage, and it's only because they don't have a scoop. They don't have an insight as to what's happening. They're not getting their 5 minutes of conversation so that they can, be the insider that knows what they're about. And that's how you avoid leaks and everything else, So no, I'm not upset about that at all, because the media has destroyed so much potential. Wow, Strus blocking Mitchell. So yeah, I understand. If I was in that position in the front office, I wouldn't talk to the media either if I felt that way. I don't care. I don't gotta explain myself to you.
So it's Miami.
I gotta explain myself to you for.
24 points. They've been playing some
Who cares?
ferocious defense.
Dang. I think I gotta up the difficulty a little bit. It's just at home when I blow people out. I never blow people out on the road like that, or rarely.
We are seeing a tremendous
That's why the difficulty is weird. The difficulty spikes on this game are weird. Like, I dominate at home. It's almost rare that I lose, but on the road, it's not guaranteed that I'm gonna win. That's where the Cavs are gonna need Donovan create. Wow, minus 13.
for the second half of basketball.
Because Darius Garland was pretty much the only one that could handle the ball.
Donovan Mitchell is out there with Darius.
Oh!
And it's Okoro in at the
Welcome to your poster moment, Jared Allen. Hold that. Hold that. And he cuffed it too. My God.
And great camera work showing up. on
You
the
got a free
AT&T
cappuccino on your way out, homie. I actually met Jared Allen. I worked an NBA event, and he was there, and he was so goofy. You can just tell he watches animes all day. He's such a,
Hits the three-point Mitchell's got
and I like
4 points
animes
on the
too, but I don't know the name of every character, and I've not seen every anime ever created. He seems like he has an encyclopedia knowledge of animes. See, this is where, like, if I got a big on me, I should be able to blow past him.
Mitchell's rapid emergence in the NBA has caught many by surprise.
Let's see if the computer can make a comeback.
To lead a playoff team in scoring. He was handed the keys right away, but he's not satisfied.
Now with Durant, it's going to be hard too.
finds KD.
Oh my God.
Rebounded by
And I
Cleveland.
got a foul? Dedmon is really the only big man,
For
so
Lowry. Garland, no good.
he's going to be needing some Gatorade.
To the paint and stolen by Mobley.
Yeah, Mobley was playing with Durant in the summer.
And he could not hit that one to go.
Mobley is just unfazed, man. I love his game. He just is so neutral, and
The Cavaliers
you don't ever see pressure to him. Like, you know,
And
that's,
talking about last season, this team hit just
he leads by
74%
example.
of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
He doesn't seem like a rah-rah type of guy.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Mobley. Lowry can't get it to go.
What? Where did he I had the
Cavaliers
ball.
trail by 19. Inside. And there's Mobley, and that's good on the assist by Garland.
They're going to make
Great
their
pass to set your man
run.
up with a high percentage look.
Lowry kicks to KD. Back to Lowry. Takes it inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I forgot I had Kyle Lowry on my team.
And they're beginning
Despite
to
that,
just flat out fall apart defensively
donk
right now,
story.
especially on the interior.
Now here's Okoro, defended by Butler. Okoro dishes to Mobley. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Thank
Out
you.
of
Ooh, he
bounds.
threw the ball in
Cleveland
his
takes
face.
possession. He gets a chance now to
Okoro's dope.
fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
And the year that Toppin came out, I actually wanted Okoro. What?
There's room for work at the other end.
What was that, a
He
foul?
said, I feel the need to really get
I don't know
after
what
it
happened there. I should have had that
defensively
ball.
and show that. Watch film on every person I'm guarding. Defense travels.
Oh, nice spin.
Offense comes and goes. Guys back
Darius
Never
Garland,
satisfied. I love that. about
lucky
him.
that
He
Colin
thinks.
Sexton got injured. That's how he got his paycheck, man.
KD against Allen. Durant, the pass to Butler.
Blocking foul called on.
So weird.
That's his first personal foul.
They're a tall team, but
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Butler is screen on Allen. KD drives in.
And this is Allen's calling card. He can defend straight up, and boy, he's a monster.
yeah, he's a good defender.
First team foul.
I don't think KD played with him when he was on the
And it's
Nets.
Lowry with the
I think they
rebound.
got rid of him so that they could sign.
Lowry's got 4 rebounds in
KD.
this game. Here's Durant.
Where are you looking, bro?
Kevin Durant.
I had him shook the other way. Oh, I think he thought I was going to go for a three. Nah, buddy.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
KD at center. If you trade Bam like that, look at Jimmy Butler, man. He is just such a winner.
Passes to Butler. Here's Lowry. Durant trying to break through.
All because of Jimmy Butler, man.
And it's 6 points for Kyle Lowry.
Selfless pass by Butler. He's always ready to put the team's success
I remember when the
ahead
Knicks
of his
beat
own.
Darius Garland and Colin Sexton early on in their career, maybe their rookie year, and during the Knicks post-game report, you saw them putting up shots behind the cameraman. It was kind of inspiring because they were so mad that they didn't play well
Getting it done.
that they were just putting in shots after the fact, and you just love that about players when they do that.
And blocked. That
Wow,
one goes
you want to
straight
do
off the
that
glass.
fancy stuff instead of just going up.
Takes a step
All right,
back.
relax, guy. I'm filming here.
Allen finds Mitchell. Over Martin. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard.
Computer does not know how to stop a fast break, or it really struggles. Doesn't know where to go. You do one cut and you're right there.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
I think I've only hit 1 3 and it was by
Cleveland's gone
Vincent.
1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the
I wonder
break.
how much movement we need. Oh, and 2K23 is, I want to say about a week away from releasing.
And it's Karis
I'm still
over
debating
with the
how
three.
fast I'm going to get it. I don't know. Should I get it right away?
Their three-point percentage has
Yeah,
taken
probably.
a big leap here in this second half.
To the inside, Durant, and the
And
basket
one.
got a chance here for one more at the line.
Can't stop me, Donovan.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Anytime you get as many points from the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going.
Yeah, but Clark,
Dos
the other thing that sticks
minutos.
out for me, the number of assists they made over the course of this game.
And it's Levert missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Ray, you're just talking about Oladipo. He holds a very high standard for himself.
That's the problem with Duncan Robinson. If he's not shooting the ball well, he's worthless. Doesn't defend, doesn't pass, doesn't rebound.
It's possible we still haven't seen the best of him yet.
Wow, 43% contested, still made the shot. That's an elite player right there. And 2K is sure to make that abundant. Give me that. KD is an underrated defender. He actually got better defending because of playing with Golden State and that demand there. Come on, bro. Send a double, bro. Send a double, bro. You know, the thing about KD on Miami, he's not needed for them to play well. Like, they have so many good defenders and three-point shooters and just a lot of cagey people. So, oh my God, how did he steal that? Well, because the computer gave a terrible pass.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan, 6'10" at present. But
oh, he missed that.
6'1",
Missed that first one.
Needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
Durant kicks to Butler.
And KD has kind of lowered Jimmy Butler to a Robin type player, and that's actually better for Jimmy to be a second fiddle. He kind of just fits in there. Oh man, this would be a really good team.
Look out. His guys need to keep getting it.
Even without Adebayo and Tyler Hero. I think Tyler Hero is an okay player.
Here's Osman, defended by Butler.
I think he's overhyped a little bit.
Down low, got a piece of it.
Look at the hands. This has been the best hands of any team I've played with in 2K.
Here's Robinson.
And LeVert's game goes to a
Their hands are everywhere. It's just remarkable how much they jump in the passing
when
lanes.
he's impacting on both ends.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair.
Pretty much a blowout. It is a blowout.
Opening up a huge gap. And when
Look at
we
that pin.
return, we'll get the fourth
Can't block
quarter
that.
rolling right here. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
Didn't expect a blowout, but especially with the Cavs.
Heat shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor.
Who's that?
And
I don't even know this guy can shoot.
He
You got it yellow. I don't know any of these bench players. Yurt 7. I don't know who Yurt 7 is.
Fires for 3. Some solid defense from Robinson. Martin up top. LeVert defending. Puts up a 3. That one, no good.
It's so hard to hit threes, man.
25% for the field.
So hard.
Shot selection all around. There's the drive. Neto can't get it to go. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Robinson. It's rebounded by Neto.
I don't know why he did that pivot move instead of just going up, laying it up when he was open.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Wade finds LeVert. Wade outside. To the middle. That's good. That's LeVert with the assist. Wade's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Cavs.
We are in what Marv Albert used to call garbage time.
They get it again. It's Saban. And
Give me that.
work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
I don't know where this guy's from.
Consistently finding
He
ways
looks
to get the ball inside
Turkish?
and taking full advantage.
Middle Eastern?
Looking to get back
You're
on track
7?
here. And it's LeVert missing. He'd have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one.
Oh, nice strip. I don't know how to do that on my end when players are coming at
Here's
me.
Neto.
Let me try to practice that.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth.
If they don't shoot it in my
Off the mark
face.
there with the three-point shot. On offense, here are the Heat. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Oh wait, this is the kid, the
Out left
rookie.
to the wing. 6 to shoot. Jovic tries again.
Another
And
offensive
the
rebound.
call on the shot that sends him to the line.
They got a good value pick here, I think,
No good
with
on
this
that
kid.
one. A different look now for Cleveland.
Skinny, he's gonna
Alex
take about
checked in
2-3
for
years to
Lopez.
develop, but
And it's a Coro in for Karis LeVert.
I like the pickup. Let's see if he can handle heat culture.
Minutes through it right now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And here's Neto outside. A shot.
Can't
no
do
good.
it.
He go the other way with it. Here's Vincent driving in.
Oh
and
my
Okoro
goodness.
pulls it down.
This is
And
the
so
worst
it's
quarter
Cleveland
ever
with it.
offensively. No one's making a layup.
Ball's
Give me
back
that.
loose. Robinson left side from outside the arc. Connects from three-point range.
Oh,
He is cold.
he can still shoot.
Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have
Might be the
any
worst
hope of
beating
coming
of this
back in
series.
game,
Good
you
Lord.
can't afford to give him those
This is
looks.
not a good sign for the
And
Heat
they'll
if
get another chance.
if 2K is pretty good at
Here's
fortune
Osman.
telling.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
More so than
Miami's gone 1 of 4
sport
from
betting
outside the arc
books.
since we've reached the fourth quarter.
I would actually use that to bet. Is
set
just
the
do a
pick.
simulation with 2K.
Inside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Man, just adding insult to injury.
Light
Just
work.
waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested
Obviously,
shot at
Cleveland
the
will not
rim,
be this
you
bad,
have
but they're
to
definitely going to
compete
have some
at
growing
all
pains,
times.
especially with Darius Garland
get something
and
going.
Donovan Mitchell
Can't
having such high
capitalize
usage
inside.
rates.
The Heat
They
have
both
gotten
can't
like 3
keep
of their
doing
9
that.
field
They're going to have to
goal
play a little bit
attempts
better
to
off
go
the
down
ball.
since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Allen with the rebound.
So
And so
they're
here's
going to have
Cleveland.
one of them is going to have to adjust and do more
We've got
catch and
just 8
shoots.
points in the fourth quarter. Osman the pass to Neto.
And I think you can do that by making sure that Mitchell, when he's on the floor with Garland, is
Okoro
catch and
with it.
shoot for the most part,
Allen with the screen
and
for Okoro.
let Mitchell handle the ball off of that second unit
That's his second personal
and run that
foul.
second unit.
First team foul.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Heat. Kyle Lowry comes in for Vincent. And Cleveland also making a change. Mobley's checked in.
I don't know who I'm supposed to be guarding.
Here's Osman, guarded by Robinson.
3 seconds.
Officials calling for a 3-second violation.
That was 3 seconds 3 seconds ago.
Got into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
And Miami making a change here. Butler's checked in. Outside for Robinson. That ball's nice that time from Kyle Lowry.
I was waiting. I was like, if you help, you're going to get destroyed.
For the Heat.
I either had the 3 or I had the layup. And he
Neto,
helped.
the pass to Allen. Back to Neto. Rebound by the Heat. Dedmon's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Robinson. Into the lane. Over Allen. Butler sets a screen for Lowry. Outside Martin.
Wow, they consider Durant a star, but not Butler.
Miami needs to get a shot off. Dedmon.
That's not what I wanted. I wanted to go to Jimmy.
Cavaliers shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done.
If this trade does not happen, and it probably will not happen to the Heat, specifically because of the Bam Adebayo situation with Ben Simmons, because they'd have to move Ben Simmons with that designated rookie extension BS. But if Miami stands pat, and it looks like they're going to, and they don't make a big trade, I don't see why they can't be competitive in the East. I don't see them beating the Bucks if healthy, and I don't see them beating the Celtics if healthy. It's going to be tough. Cleveland is stepping up a little bit. Toronto's going to be better. So it's going to be a dogfight in the East.
Just about every single category.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jimmy Butler.
You love to see this kind of leadership. Directing
Yeah,
traffic,
Jimmy played well.
keeping everyone happy.
Wow.
He was the straw that stirred the drink.
This was quite the
Here's
beating.
Osman. The shot. No
You
good.
ain't KD.
And Miami the other way now. Right side, Lowry. Robinson on the wing. Outside Lowry. Back to Robinson.
I was hoping to, I would have been like maybe this one of the few times that I hit 3 3-pointers with the same player.
Here's Osman.
You'll make 1 3 with the yellow. You ain't making 2.
Osman, the pass to Allen.
Oh, is that payback? I mean, he didn't do it on Jimmy Butler, but it's pretty close.
Powering through the physical defense and finding a way to score.
Jarrett Allen.
1.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lowry passes to Dedmon.
Everybody had enjoyed or is enjoying their holiday
He
weekends.
dishes it to Lowry.
It's been real. Oh, I didn't mention I got a new car. Very excited for my new purchase. That's a lease, but still,
It just felt like once they had that
I'm excited.
lead, it was comfortable.
I drove it all weekend long. It was nice. Anyway, so who's the player of the game?
With our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Drive home safely.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. Another home win, and I know it's important to make this a tough place for people to come in and steal a win.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to want to come here and play against us. We don't want anybody
Wow.
to want to play against us on the road either. But I definitely think the best thing we can do is win all the home games.
Yeah, you guys are protecting.
I think it's the
floor,
first
man.
time in
Thanks
this
for your time.
series
Back to you.
that KD was not the best player in the game.
Now for Greg Anthony,
which is pretty
Steve
cool.
Smith, and David Aldridge.
But Jimmy's just like
This is
that.
Kevin Harlan. Thanks for
He's a
watching
little bit of a
the
weirdo,
NBA
but
here on
this
2K
guy can
Sports.
game. His body's
And we
always
leave
ready.
with our New
You
Balance
never have to
player
say,
of the
well, why
game,
didn't he compete?
Jimmy Butler.
Why didn't he take that shot? He's always going to live taking the shot. Big fan of Butler. Let's take a look at the box score. Wow, 2-man game. KD also had a very good, wow, 8 for 10 though. Jeez. He was putting in work, and I wasn't even trying to do anything with him. It's just so easy to score with him, and he just kind of fits in every piece of the puzzle. Like, he is defensive. He's in the passing lane. He's yamming it. He's doing a mid-range. He's going in the post, putting in the work. This guy's just amazing. KD had a muted game, but I still feel like he definitely would be an improvement over Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero. I think it might be I was gonna say it was gonna be a push with adding him and losing Adebayo, but KD said that he would not play on the Heat if they didn't have Adebayo. So there's no way that the Nets are trading him without getting Adebayo back. But anyway, we'll call it there. I'll see. We may do one more of these on the KD series. I'm not sure. I think I've played with almost everybody. But it's just interesting to see KD in different scenarios to see how he would play. Maybe we'll do a few more. Who knows? We don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video.